personally, we're our own worst critics. I'm a certified Jesus lover now, y'all. And not only that, I recommend having a couple of friend groups and not just one. You become a better person when those same people have all of the aspirations you have. Hello beautiful people of the earth, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to day 19 of Vlogmas. It's super crazy that we're already here, and that means there's only 5 more days until Christmas, and that means 4 more Vlogmas videos. That's a lie. 5 more Vlogmas videos. 5 days until Christmas. No, 6 days until Christmas, 5 more Vlogmas videos. I'm actually crazy. Anyways, I'm super excited to be here today to give to you my, slice of life, you know what I'm saying? So if you clicked on this video, of course you're probably looking for the way to live a peaceful life, or how to get a peaceful life, or what that may look like. And I can tell you, I'm living a very peaceful life, so that is what it looks like, lol. Realize that I didn't say happiness, I said peaceful life, because most people are striving for a happy life, but let's be honest, y'all. Happiness is an emotion. It is not something that can be strived for, because it's not something you can do like forever. It's not a long-term emotion. Happiness is a short-term emotion that happens at the moment and is a feeling that you feel during a certain situation or event or anything like that. It's a in-the-moment kind of emotion. So therefore, happiness isn't the thing you want to strive for in life, but instead peace, because peace is something you can have for a very, very long time. And just having peace can lead you to a fulfilling life instead of happiness, because happiness, you will always feel a void if that's what you're striving for, and unfortunately it's a short-term emotion. You can't really feel it and you like for life, like forever, and it's not something you can either strive for either, because it's momentary. That's really why I put peace instead of happiness, because those are 2 different things. Peace is something you can feel for a long time. Happiness is momentary. So therefore, here is my advice on a peaceful life. So let's just go ahead and get into it, because I feel like I have some great things to share, especially for teenagers out there who are about to enter their 20s and stuff like that, and figuring out how they can live a peaceful life even with all of the crazy things going on. And personally for me, I'm just living my happiest life, and also my most peaceful, because I feel like I've put myself in a situation where I don't have to worry about all of the other things, but I can worry about one thing that can make me very, tranquil and have a very peaceful life. So yeah, let me share my advice on that. So let's get into it. Now, this is just mostly like a yap session, kind of like how I maintain my peace and how I keep my peace, instead of like just a step-by-step guide on how to be peaceful, because there's no such thing as like that. Like, there's no such thing as a step-by-step guide of being peaceful. That doesn't work. So I'm just gonna share like my experience and like some of the tips I may have, but not a step-by-step guide. I'm just not gonna do that, because there's no such thing. First, I'm gonna start off by saying, first and foremost, for me personally, I think that all of the things that I've been through in life have really shown that I am much stronger, because I've made it this far. And one of those things that we go through the most in this life right now, especially in this generation, in this time now, is insecurities, or feeling like you need to be at this pedestal where you really don't need to even be there. You really can just be your peaceful self and mind your business. Like, if you look at yourself as an individual, if you worry about these many things that are happening every single day, and then you look at another person and be like, oh my god, what do they possibly think about me? Or do they hate me? Do they like me? Do they see me as a good person? All of those things are also something that someone else is also thinking about. So remember that actually we're all worried about, how do I look to someone else? How can I be like that? How can I do this? Those are all things every single individual person is worried about. So to worry about what other people are thinking about you is no need, because guys, you're also that person. You're that person also thinking about how I can look better in front of these people, how I can do better in front of these people. So first and foremost, the first tip I have is really just don't worry about what others are thinking about you. And I know that can seem like a notion that a lot of people say, like, oh well, that's easier said than done, duh. Okay, how do I start not worrying about what other people say about me? Now, that could be really hard, and I don't have a clear-cut answer for that. But I can say from my experience that the best thing I've done for myself is truly just learn what are my best qualities. And you know, that can lead you to have a higher self-esteem, as well as just not worrying about what other people think about you. Because if I already know what my best qualities are and I already know what I love about myself, then I don't have to worry about what somebody else thinks about me, because I already feel like I'm really great and I'm doing well because I think these great things of myself. And so that negativity will bounce back, and so therefore it will just be so much better for yourself to think about you and not others. Now that might seem a little crazy, and it might be seeming like that's really hard to do. Yes, it is, because personally we're our own worst critics. So we always think about what is wrong with me, like what can I do to be this, what did I do. Those things we always think about. We are literally thinking thousands and thousands of things every single day. And so imagine what other people are also thinking. There's no way to be worrying about. You literally put yourself at this like standpoint, like not at like this big pedestal, but maybe just increasing your self-esteem is learning how to love yourself. And the best way I can say to love yourself is like spending time with you and you alone. And now again, this may seem easier said than done, but it's actually pretty easy if you find things that you love, find things that make you happy. Because you know, for me, y'all already know my hobbies. I love watching K-pop, I love reading, I love doing YouTube. I just do things that make me happy as a person, and that makes me feel so much better than, you know, worrying about what the next person has to say about me. Because at the end of the day, I know I can still go home and I can still escape the life I don't want to live and read a book, or I can escape everything else, listen to music. I can do all of those things because those are things that make me happy, and those help me find my personality, help me find me, things that make me who I am altogether. And those things can help you build your self-esteem, as well as help you build like who you are, what you love about yourself. Like just finding ways to be with you is the most important thing. And of course the first step of doing that is just spending time by yourself. That's literally the only way you're going to be able to find out like what you're going to love about yourself or what makes you happy. Because if you spend time with a bunch of other people, you're actually conforming to everything else that they're saying, and instead of doing that, you should be actually finding out what you like. So spending time with you is the only way that you're going to be able to find those things you love, your hobbies, or what makes you great. Like what do you see about yourself that makes you feel like I really don't have to worry about what anybody else says? Because I found so many things that I love about myself. I love my hair, I love the way I dress, I love the way I think positively, I think I'm a kind person, I love, you know, all these things that you can love about yourself. Like I love the color of my skin, I love how my skin looks, you know, things like that. Taking time to actually appreciate what is you is the best thing that you can do for yourself. And so some exercises you can do are writing a journal, and you can put like 10 things or maybe even 5 things that you find that you like about yourself, and that can be very helpful in just building your self-esteem. And you can continue to build that list over time and just see how much you love about yourself. Like what is it that makes me me and that I like about me? It can be adjectives, it can be something physical, it can be something emotional, anything like that that'll make you feel like you are a great person. I feel like that is not only an esteem booster, but it also helps, you know, lessen the worry of what others have to say, because you already have this thought about yourself. But when you put yourself at a lower standpoint, like there's something wrong with me, I need to lose weight, I'm fat, I'm ugly, nobody likes me. When you put yourself at this point and everybody's up here, then that's where the problem is. But when you put yourself up here, those people will start to seem like nothing to you, and it'll just be so much better. And so I just think that's one of the ways I found my true peace. First and foremost is learning how to love me, learning how to be by myself, with myself, without worrying about what other people think, has really helped me grow as a person, for one, and just understand that life is truly a game that we are not prepared for, and so we have to live it the best way we can. Moving on to the next part that makes me very peaceful. First and foremost, I would like to thank God. Y'all already know that recently, well not recently, but yeah, recently I guess, this year in total has really been my pedestal of finding God and finding my faith and just loving Jesus. Like I'm a certified Jesus lover now, y'all. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even joking, I'm literally a certified Jesus lover. Because like, to be honest, I don't think I could ever ever find this kind of peace without God. Like, truly, like, it's been an amazing journey, and it's been so great. Just having him in my life, it's just been like much better. Like, I have no worries in this world at all right now, like none, because I feel like so much better about everything else because I have God. Like, when I pray to him, when I ask him for things, when I talk to him about my day, when I let him know everything that's bothering me, I can feel all of the weight of all of this world that suddenly feels like it's this big boulder on my shoulders. I feel it uplift and be gone when I talk to God. Like, it's just such a different kind of love and power that cannot truly be explained unless you experience it for yourself. And now that might seem crazy, like a lot of people are like, no, I don't want to be a Jesus lover, I don't want to do this, like, but finding a higher power that isn't just the universe, just finding a higher power, whether that be Allah, whether that be, I don't know who the Jewish God is, I'm sorry, but like any religion can help you build like your whole self-esteem, and it can make you feel so much better about yourself when you truly have someone up there that isn't the universe. Like, the universe isn't a thing, it isn't a higher power. I'm just saying that right now, like, it's not. So I just say, like, really truly find a being that is higher than you, some type of God that is higher, that has created you, has made you, can make you feel so much more at peace and truly like feel like there's nothing to worry about in this world. Like, your life is in their hands, and it is no way that anybody else can like knock that down. And that is like really has been my big factor for me in the last year or two. The last couple of years have really been loving God and staying in his presence, and, you know, loving him more, finding ways to worship him more, finding ways to acknowledge him more. Those kind of things have helped me grow in my faith, for one, and number two, just feel more at peace and at solitude with life, because I'm just living and I'm truly just feeling I'm on top of the world, low-key. But it's truly just a great feeling to have when you know that there's this higher being up there watching over you, loving you, who created you to be in his image, who truly sent his only begotten son down to die for our sins and rose in 3 days, and, you know, well, rose on the third day, sorry, I don't want to give misinformation, rose on the third day and will return again, you know. And it's just really powerful to have that kind of hope in life, I think. And so it gives me a sense of peace, which makes me very happy and soothes me in many ways. And just being able to have, you know, this beautiful book right here that has the promise and all of the peace and all of the words that I need to keep my life together, to, you know, give me solitude in my hard times, to give me guidance in the times that I feel like I need something, to listen to the voice of the one who created me. This right here, this Bible, these words, these spoken promises, these spoken everything has helped me grow, and I just could not have done it without him. And it's just been that great for me. So that is like my biggest source of peace. But there are also a couple other things, so let's talk about them. Number three is finding, well, not number three, but like the third thing I want to talk about is actually finding a good friend group. So after you found your sense of being, like with you as a person, and then you found that other thing that has created you, then there comes the people around you. Feeling a sense of peace also comes with the people around you, really. So like, if you have a bunch of negative Nancys who are around you, who don't have no goals in life and just really hate life all in general, or a bunch of haters, period, it makes you feel like you're a piece of crap as well, because you're just like, this is the energy you're surrounding yourself with, and so that energy also comes off onto you, and so it makes you also kind of like them. And so when you have a good standpoint of friends, or you have a good surrounding of friends, it truly helps, because you become a better person when those same people have all of the aspirations you have the same goals you have, also have the same maybe religion you have, also have the same kind of, you know, personality traits you have that you love about yourself that you find in another person. So that you see how like everything's building on top of each other. But like, basically, when you find a good group of people who like really suit you in every way possible and suit your interests, suit the things you like, because like all three of my friends, all of my friends, I know they love to read. Most of them love K-pop as well. They have aspirations to do something with their lives, you know. Those are the kind of people you want to surround yourself with, and I couldn't be more happier, because first of all, I found me. and then I have God, and then I have my friends on top of that. Like, it adds so much foundation in my life, and it makes me who I am. And I'm so happy to have the friends I have. And like, I will always like say this every single time. Y'all have heard me mention this in multiple videos where I've done my wrap-ups or my reflection on the past month. Y'all have seen that I truly am very, very thankful, and I cannot say it enough, and I don't think I can ever repay them for everything that they've done for me. Like, the love and the care and the respect that we have for one another has truly helped us all grow together. But for me personally, I feel like my stronghold is God and then my friends on top, because God has given me my friends, and so therefore it has helped me just love everything a bunch more, because I cannot be more thankful for the friends I have. They lift me up and we lift each other up, and we, you know, we laugh together, we cry together, we do everything together, and it just feels great to have that support group. And not only that, I recommend having a couple of friend groups and not just one. I recommend having at least 2 good friend groups where, like, you know, these are people you can lean on any single time that you need it. Because of course I have my girlies. I have Taylor, I have Jade, and I have Jaira, and I also have Jay. I know that just sounded really confusing. I have all of them, and I just love every single one of them, and they're just so great. And of course I'm growing in ways with them as well, and we are growing with each other. We support each other and we have each other's back. Then there's of course my other group, which is all of my like Christian friends, but of course like the girls I hang out with are also like, you know, finding their paths and growing, and that's okay too. And then a couple of them are actually also Christian and grew up in the church. So like my other friend group, y'all already know, we got Jude, and we got like Xander and Sarah and Sherry, like all of the people from IV or InterVarsity, as y'all will hear me call it multiple times. Just having a good couple of friend groups, or just having a good standpoint with more people, like just people in general that you can talk to, just a couple of good people. Like I have my sisters in Christ, like Nicole, and people like that. Like just having a good amount of friends that you can surround yourself with, who will uplift you in everything, not only in just being together, but of course finding your sense of self, but also help you grow religiously if you are religious. So like I said, everything just builds on top of each other. So like I said, having your good self, like finding you, what you like, what makes you a good attribute, like what are those things that you feel like your strengths, your weaknesses. But you also have God to put yourself together, you know, who built you, who did all of these things for you. And then you have your friends, those people you find, and they have those good attributes you have, they have the same hobbies you have, and then like, you know, also have the same religion maybe, and maybe even if they don't, maybe they will come to them one day. But that's really good to have every single one of those to build on top of each other, because they make you feel good when you have all of these foundations putting you together, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that's how I've truly, like, I cannot tell you how much, like, I'm so happy and thankful that I have all 3 of these things. Like, that's how I found my peace, guys, and that's how happy I am in life. Like right now, like I'm just happy in the place I'm at. I'm at peace where I am, and I have no complaints about anything really. Like there may be things that are going on, yes, but also I know that I don't have to worry, because like I said, my Most High is watching over everything that has happened in this world, and I can trust that things happen for a reason, because he sees that it is good. And so I see that there is good in it, because, you know, he already has the plan, you know, he already has everything going on, and he has my name in the book of life. Amen. So I just pray and thank God for everything that I have, you know what I'm saying? So I hope you know. But yeah, those are really like the main points of having a peaceful life, in my opinion. When you have a good self-standing, a good religious standing, then you also have a good social standing, are really 3 important things in your life that really have to be able to build you up and make you have a peaceful life. And I would do those things in order, to be honest. And honestly, you don't have to do those things in order. I mean, God should come first. And honestly, if you find God first and then find yourself and then find the people, period. Now, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. I don't know if you did, and hopefully this was helpful. I just enjoyed having a little sit down and just talking about how I found peace in life over this year, honestly. Not only over this year, but over life in general. Like there's been a lot of things in life that have tore me down to the ground, and I felt like it was really the end for me. but being able to build myself and spending time with myself and then finding God and then finding friends has really helped me. And I'm not gonna say everybody's journey is the same. It's not, it never will be, and never is. So I just say, like, you'll find it in your own time, yes, but also if you follow the steps or follow some of the way or give some of the tips I gave, maybe they will help you, especially in this world that we are living in today, with so many things going on and so many expectations that we have in this world can really knock us down. So I just hope that this was very helpful for you. Of course, if you enjoyed today's video, comment down below like the calm emoji if you made it all the way to the end of today's video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can get notified every time I post a new video. And of course, if you miss any days of Vlogmas, there is a playlist link down below just for you. Please don't forget that life is a game that we all weren't prepared for, so make the best of it. Spread love, peace, and positivity all around you, and remember, I love you and Jesus loves you. So pray before, through it, and after, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.